friends, welcome to Circle Time. I am Caroline from the Khan Academy Kids team, and I'm here today with my friend Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, everyone. How are you feeling today? Oh, lots of smiling and nodding. People feeling pretty good. I am so excited to be here with my friend Caroline for Circle Time today.
We are going to do some fun learning activities and read a book. And I think Sophie knows what book we are reading today.
Oh, I heard a whisper that today we're reading a book about one of my favorite Khan Academy Kids characters. Her name is Sandy. I actually can see her on your shirt and on my shirt, little yellow Sandy. And Sandy is going to tell us about her special place.
That's right. Let me open my book. And this book is called A Special Place. Sandy's room is a special place. It's a sunny space filled with fun toys and musical instruments. Best of all, it has posters, pictures, and souvenirs from Australia everywhere. Friends, do you see what is in Sandy's room?
Oh, wow. It looks like Sandy has collected things from Australia. And some of those things you might know. So I see a kangaroo toy. And I see posters of a kangaroo and posters of a koala, which is a little bit like a bear. It's a furry animal that lives up in the trees and eats the leaves for food. And I see a very special thing actually called a didgeridoo, which is if you look at Sandy, then next to Sandy is this really long thing that looks like a tube, and it has beautiful white patterns on it. That is a musical instrument that is native to Australia, and we call it a didgeridoo. And you blow into it like ooh, and it's a very special instrument native to Australia.
So interesting. I've never seen a didgeridoo before.
Yeah.
One day, Peck hopped over to visit. He looked around her room. Have you ever been to Australia? He asked. I was born there, Sandy replied. Wow, said Peck. I didn't know that. Friends, do you know somebody who was born in a different place and then moved?
Oh, yeah, lots of people are nodding, and I think now is a good time to tell you a story about how I was born in Australia and how I moved to the United States of America when I was grown up. And I've been living here and loving it in America, but all of my family and all of my memories come from Australia, where I grew up, which is a long way away on a plane.
Wow, so this will be a great story to read together with Sophie because she can tell us more about what Australia is really like. My parents and I packed up our stuff and came here on a plane, Sandy told him. Peck pointed at the map. So you flew all the way here? We spent hours in the air, Sandy said. Is that how you came here, Sophie?
Yeah, it is. I have this globe here. I don't know if you can see it. But this is actually the big round world. And Australia is this place here. And when you fly to America, you are going all the way all the way here. It's
Wow.
very tricky to see, but you really are flying for a long time in the air to
Mm.
get to a new special place.
Wow, that's a long way. It looks like if the globe is the whole world, it looks like you're going at least halfway around the whole world.
Yeah, that's right. It takes 14 hours in a
Wow,
plane.
that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I brought some souvenirs with me, Sandy said. Want to see them? Yes, Peck cheered. Sandy showed him a picture of a beach she loved. Then she pointed out her friend, Pat, the platypus. Sophie, do you have pictures and souvenirs from Australia yourself?
Yeah, I do. This one that I have here is one of my favorites. I don't know if you can see it or if it's too shiny, but this is at my home in Australia. And this is with all my brothers and sisters and our dogs.
Wow. And you lived on a farm in Australia.
Yeah, I lived on a farm and we had lots of animals and it was really sunny there.
Wow.
Mm.
Were you sad to leave? Peck asked. Part of me was sad, Sandy said. But part of me is happy to be here too. What do you miss most? Peck wondered. My pals, Sandy told him, and the sports. I loved playing rugby with them. What's rugby?
Ooh, rugby is a type of football. It's a different name for the game of football that we play in Australia.
Oh.
And I think what Sandy's saying is really interesting because Sandy's saying, I'm happy to be here. And at the same time, I miss seeing my friends. That's what pals is, friends. I miss seeing my friends and playing some of the games that we play in Australia. But I can be happy and miss these things at the same time. And that's something that I feel too. I'm happy and sometimes I miss things in Australia.
Yeah, what are some of the things that you miss in Australia?
Well, actually, I miss my brothers and sisters. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. And that farm that I showed you, that's a beautiful, special place that I definitely miss. And I never thought I would say this, but I even miss all of the animals that we have in Australia that we don't get here. Like some of them are a little bit scary, like a snake, but a lot of them are very fun and cuddly, like a kangaroo that jumps or a koala that sits in the trees. I miss seeing all those animals.
Yeah, it sounds like in Australia you have some really interesting animals that we don't have here.
Yeah.
Australia sounds like a special place, Peck told her. It is, Sandy replied, and I love to spend time talking about it. So will you tell me more? Peck asked. Sure, I have so much to show you, said Sandy. Side by side, Sandy and Peck spent the afternoon exploring her room and sharing stories. I'd love to go to Australia someday, Peck said, and I'd love to go with you, Sandy replied. Sophie, do you have some things from Australia to show us?
Yeah, I do. And I think it's really nice that Peck is taking the time to learn about where Sandy is from. We can all do that with our friends, can't we? We can learn more about what's special to them.
That's right.
One thing you might think this is a bit funny, but this, you can see Sandy has a hat. Can you point to the hat that Sandy has in Sandy's room?
Oh, yes.
I think a lot of people are pointing up to on those drawers there. There's a hat. And that is a special Australian hat called an akubra. And I have, oh, this is, usually I would be outside when I wear this. It's a bit silly inside, but this is a very special hat with a really wide brim because the sun burns so brightly in Australia. We have to be very careful and wear our hats when we're outside. This is a special one. Mm-hmm. And then another thing that's very special is this thing called, it's a food actually, called Vegemite. And Vegemite is made for putting on toast, and we eat it a lot in Australia, and it's a strong taste, so some people don't like it when they first try it. But the trick is to just use a little bit of Vegemite because it's very, very strong. So just a little bit. And I keep this in my kitchen, not in my bedroom, in my kitchen. Yeah, so they're the things that I have that are special to me from Australia, just in my house here.
Thanks so much for sharing all of those special things with us, Sophie. I love to hear about Australia, and I agree. It's great to ask your friends about their home and where they came from and all their special things. So should we do some activities now?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to keep my hat on just in case it gets sunny.
So we've been talking about special places and special things. This is the word special, and it starts with the S and the P. And S normally makes the S sound, and P normally makes the P sound. And together, they blend together to make the SP sound. Friends, can you think of other words that start with the SP sound?
What about spiral and spot? And can you think of another one?
Something you use to eat with.
A spoon.
That's right.
Thanks for the clue.
Sure. And let's see. Oh, here's another word that starts with the sound. It's space. S-P-A-C-E. Do you know what a space is? The sentence says, Sandy's room is a special place, but Sandy's room is a sunny space too. Yeah. In this sentence, do you know what space means?
Oh, some of our friends are saying it means like the place that you're in, the room, or a space could be outside as well. Mm-hmm. But it's the place where you are, it's the space.
That's right.
Space. Great. That's the word, space.
And here's another SP word, sports. Do you remember which sport Sandy misses?
Ooh, Sandy misses a sport called rugby, like football over here.
That's right. I miss my pals and the sports. That's what this sentence says. Can you find the word sports?
Sports. Super. That's the word, sports.
And now we have to finish spelling the word sports. We have a blank and then the rest of the word that says sports. So do you remember, is it that sound or that sound? I think it's this one. Let's try that.
Cool beans. You spelled sports. That's the word, sports.
And this sentence says, Sandy spent time telling Peck about Australia. Do you see the word spent here?
Awesome. That's the word spent.
Those were fun activities about this book called Special Place. And thank you, Sophie, so much for telling us all about Australia.
Thank you for listening, everyone. I had so much fun, and I can't wait for you all to think about what is special for you, a special place, and maybe some special things that are in that place. And you can collect them and think about them, or maybe you could try drawing them, or maybe you could try telling someone in your family or a friend over a call about them.
That sounds like a great idea for what our friends can do today.
Yeah.
So find your special things and your special place, and it can be in your house or it can be imaginary too. And we'd love to see what you draw and think of. Well, it's time for us to say goodbye now. Thank you so much for being here together with us in Circle Time. And we're going to say goodbye for now from Caroline, Sophie, and the Khan Academy Kids team. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.